Hello everyone and welcome back to Soul Stained Ink. My name is Beth and I am here today to talk to you about the books I want to read in the month of January. Here we go. I'm going to start off with the books that are just my personal reads. I'm working on No Slam Dunk by Mike Lupica. Now, I started this a couple of weeks ago and have literally read the first 2 chapters, which span all of 4 pages. No, I'm sorry, 6 pages. It's not a hard read. I don't know why. I just haven't been reading. Actually, I know why. I've been binge watching NCIS and Outlander Season 1 because I had never watched it. Can you hear the baby? She's excited. She loves her some NCIS. Every time Gibbs comes on the screen, she is like, yes, please. All right, but moving on. I also have The Wonder Ling by Mira Bartok. I got this, I don't even know when it came out. Probably, 2017. So obviously I've had it for about 2 years now. I keep saying I'm going to read it. I put it on a list. I never read it, so I want to read it. Whoop, almost dropped it. This one I've said I was going to read on at least 3 recent Friday reads and never got around to. So these 2 I want to focus on in January and hopefully get them done. I'm also listening to the audiobooks of Paddington the Bear. I've forgotten the author's name, but Elena and I listened to those on the way to school and back, and school starts again on Tuesday. So we'll be listening to those. There are several of those books, and it's about Paddington, who is a bear from darkest Peru, who came across and lives with the Brown family in London, and he goes on all sorts of adventures. It's a lot of fun. We'll be listening to at least another 1 or 2 of those. And then she wants to listen to the audiobook for Peter Pan that Audible has that is like a full cast. It was one of the free Audible collection choices last month, and we snatched it up. So we'll be listening to that, which leads me into my school books because I gave my 8th graders the choice of a list of children's classic books, and they chose to do a deep dive into Peter Pan. So I have this beautiful word cloud edition, which I'm not going to lie is going to go on that shelf right there with the rest of the word clouds. It ain't going to school. But it's got these really pretty end pages. It is the only, well, it's not the only book. These school books are the only ones I got for Christmas, and I bought them myself. I got some clothes from my mom for Christmas, and I told everybody I didn't really want anything, so I bought myself some wall shelves and a couple of books for school. But this is gorgeous. I love these word cloud editions, and it was a really good excuse to get another one. I also got the collected Peter Pan. So this has Peter and Wendy, Peter Pan in Kensington Gardens, The Little White Bird, which Peter Pan appears for the first time ever in the last 2 chapters of The Little White Bird. And I'm finishing the audiobook of that. It's marked as read on Goodreads, but I've actually got the last 2 chapters that I want to re-listen to. It's a very odd adult book. And then Peter Pan, or the Boy Who Would Not Grow Up, which was the play that came prior to the novelization. And then Sentimental Tommy, the story of his boyhood, and Tommy and Griselle. So I'm not sure what Sentimental Tommy and Tommy and Griselle have to do with Peter Pan, but I am looking forward to finding that out and doing a little bit more research. So yes, I am excited to have this. My students will not have copies, like physical copies of Peter Pan, because it is a classic. It's in the public domain, and there are PDFs that I can print up of Peter Pan in Kensington Park, Peter and Wendy, and then the last couple of chapters of The Little White Bird, and we'll be reading them and discussing them and annotating them and doing all of those things. If you would like to know more about that unit, let me know, and I can do a separate couple of minute video on what we are doing in there, because they're going to do like a whole presentation and all sorts of stuff to go with it. And then I also got Green Grow the Lilacs by Lynn Riggs. This is the play that the musical Oklahoma was based on, and my 7th graders don't know it yet, but this is what they're doing in February. So I'm going to read through this and kind of get my lesson plans going for that one, because we are going to read the play, annotate it, discuss it, all of that, probably watch a couple of clips of this if we can find it. And then we're going to watch Oklahoma, the good version, and write a compare and contrast essay. So I will be reading this and reading Peter Pan at least twice, possibly 3 times. I'm not sure yet, because my 8th graders may want to listen to the audiobook when we get done. We'll be watching clips from videos and things like that, be reading through this stuff, and then the 2 purely for funs right here. That is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, but this is 6 books on its own. So we'll see if I get done what I want to get done. But here are the books. Here are the books. All of these in January. Today's only the 3rd, so I kind of have time. I feel like I never have enough time. Because let's be honest here, I'm going to go back and I'm going to binge watch more NCIS and Outlander, because it's Friday and I go back to school Monday. And I want to get in as much time with Gibbs and Proby as I possibly can, and with Jamie Fraser, because I just started watching season 1 for the first time, and I'm over halfway through it, and I love that Netflix has it. That's all I'm going to say. I love that series, and I'm super excited to be watching it, and if you don't like it, good on you. Let me have my happiness. All right, guys, I hope that you are having a fabulous new year so far, that you have a wonderful weekend and a wonderful January, and we'll talk to you again at some point. Enjoy your day. Bye.